We here today.
Oh my word, Nige, I love you. Good to see you.
Oh, Christopher, and I love you. Good to see you, my dude.
Oh, dude, how's your day been so far?
Listen, sun is shining. It's been a great day. It's been a great day. I'm okay with it. You know, I'll probably go out for a walk later, maybe jump on my bike. You know what I mean?
Oh,
But
dude.
it's a gorgeous day out.
Oh, it's such a gorgeous day out. It's so sunny out. I think I'm gonna stay inside, play some video games,
Perfect.
get high, maybe. You know what I mean? It's a beautiful day for that.
Do the damn thing, man. Nobody's judging. Do the damn thing.
Got it, dude. Yo, you know what else we're gonna do?
What's that?
We're gonna watch our 4th episode of Bit Playas, man.
And guess what? Who's going to watch with us? Everybody that's watching right now. Thank you for watching.
Thank you for watching, everybody. My name is Chris Siddiqui.
I'm Nigel Downer.
And you are joining us for our Bit Playas watch party. You know, we thought, hey, we're all still in quarantine. We're all blazing under the sun, trying to socially dist. But you know what? When you're at home, we thought, what better way to socially dist than watch our show Bit Playas, right? So this is something we do every Tuesdays and every Thursday at 4:20. We're going to watch our whole series.
You got it. And you know what? Listen, this series was made for all you nerds of color and all you people of color. You know, we wanted to make something that represented not just us, but the millions upon millions upon millions of people of color and nerds that aren't represented on the screen. So guess what? We did the damn thing. You know what I mean? Now we're watching it. Thank you for watching.
Thank you for watching, everybody. We want to give a big shout out to our dear friends who are in this episode. We've got the amazing Kirsten Rasmussen. We've got the outstanding Gwyn Phillips. We've got the beautiful Faisal Butt. And we've got the just outspoken James Hartnett in this episode. This episode we like to call Becky's.
Enjoy.
Holy moly, what an episode that was. Sorry, dude, did I scare you?
It was too much.
Sorry. Oh, man. I like big entrances. You know what I mean? Like,
I do.
We're back. Okay. Gee, sorry.
I didn't know you were going to do it.
Sorry. Okay, that was one of my favorite episodes, Becky's, with 2 of my favorite people ever in the world, Kirsten Rasmussen, Gwyn Phillips. Also, let's add 2 more in there, Faisal Butt and the ever-lovely James Hartnett. Again, just peppering our show with loveliness.
Yeah.
And we get a special treat because we get to talk to one of the phenomenal editors that edited 2 of our episodes. So, ladies and gentlemen, and everybody in the world, please give a round of applause for our friend Preeti Torul.
Hi.
Hey!
Yo.
Dude, what's up, man?
How's it going?
Oh, it is great. Are you sweating it up in your apartment?
Oh, 100p. It's hotter in here than it is outside. Yeah, it's
I
gross.
can tell. I can tell.
Yeah.
With those shoulders exposed, I was like, yeah, man, it's tough.
You got to get one of those standing air conditioners, those AC units. I got one of those last summer. God send. You know what I mean?
I have 3 fans going, 2 broke, and now I have 1 going. So it's been a solid summer so far. Yeah.
Can I just say that's very brown? It's like, just put another fan. Don't just waste money. Just throw another fan.
Honestly, I had that thought. I was like, oh, I'll invest in an AC. And I was like, other fan. Just other fan.
No. Fan. Just blow. Just blow.
It's blow. It's air. It's blowing.
Buddy, how you been, man? I haven't seen you in so long. How's this quarantine treating you?
It's interesting. It is. Who would have thought that, you know, like 2020 sounded like the future? Who knew that it would be garbage? Like, it's just amazing. Like, there's 3 global pandemics happening, you know, COVID, racism, mental health. It's been a treat.
Yeah, I know, right?
All of those are accurate.
Yeah.
I was reading this tweet that was like, you know what? Maybe 2020 was given to us as a gift. Maybe we have to go through this to push out through. Maybe things weren't going to change unless all this didn't happen.
Yeah, maybe. And I had the same thought too. I was like, maybe it has to burn to the ground in order for us to just be better for one another.
Right.
Yeah. And I thought it was just going to last 2 weeks. So
yeah.
So there's that.
Look at you now, dude. Look at you now.
It. You know it.
Entering July.
Yeah. Wow. So Preeti, listen, first of all, we want to thank you for all the hard work that you did on the 2 episodes and just generally just being easy to work with. And you're such a gem. Editing episodes of anything is not easy. So, specifically Becky's, let's just get into the minutia of it. Like, what was that experience like for you? Like, how did that go about?
I loved editing this episode, and I think I actually got to speak to Chris about it as well, because it was so interesting for me to edit it, being Mauritian and being South Asian, and then getting to see, I mean, us also, all 3 of us being comedians and having worked together and trained together, but also now I'm a technician behind the camera, and it's another form of storytelling. So it's like, I'm not storytelling as an actor, I'm storytelling as an editor. And to actually, it's so interesting to me when there's diversity shows or POC shows or POC POVs, because we're always viewed in this light where we have to be victims and righteous or whatnot. But it was really interesting to see Ahmed, like, just to see him just be a clown and just be a dick. And I really appreciated that. Because I'm like, just because we are POCs doesn't mean we don't get it wrong.
That was totally, I remember you and I talking about that, and it was really, I don't know, it was just really heartwarming that we could have that chat and be like, yes, I know, it would have been, I don't know, it could have been a different conversation with somebody else, but it was so nice to have you there and have your voice there and be able to check in with you and be like, what do you think? Does this work well? And
yeah,
try this.
Yeah, because you always run the line. Sometimes I feel, especially in comedy and narrative, like, whatever, just because it works on set doesn't mean it works in the editing room.
Totally.
And then sometimes, when I'm cutting and to make the joke happen, it can feel like you're pandering in a way.
Sure.
And I was very careful when I was cutting both of your scenes to not do that and to not have it be a pandering episode, but have it to be more self-reflective, where both, like Nigel's character and your character were just like looking inward and then checking themselves throughout the whole thing. And the brilliant thing about that was that the way it was shot, a lot of the times caught, what I loved going through the footage as an editor, it caught so many of your reactions. So like, Ahmed would say something and then like Leon, like Nigel's character would catch it, and just seeing Nigel's reaction to you. Like sometimes I didn't even need the dialogue because his action made up for it.
Totally.
Yeah.
I'm not good with words, so I'm about that facial reaction. And that's okay.
That's
we all know it.
Half, man. This guy's like a professor in my eyes.
Oh yeah, Nigel, not a good actor. No, I'm joking.
No, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. Average at best. At best.
No, it was really, really fun, especially the dynamic of it all being centered around the dinner table, and it just made it completely visually different from any other episode, because to have it in the round and then to have it be this rapid fire between the 2 Beckys and Ahmed and Leon, it was just brilliant. And I really enjoyed playing with the reactions, and the improv between you guys was so good that the trouble was literally editing, because I would be like, it's all funny.
Thank you.
Let's keep it all in. And then LaRue being like, cut it down. I'm like, okay.
I know. Well, that was the other thing too, Ed, Preeti, with your 2 episodes. That was tough because those were the 2 episodes that were missing the most footage too.
Yeah, I know. Which is what every editor wants to cut with, is nothing. So, which is
it must have been a dream, eh?
It was awesome. It was great. No, I mean, in a sense, that did hinder us a little bit, but it actually set up the directors, and I guess LaRue as well, later on for success, because we had spent so much time in the edit being like, this is what we need in pickup, this is what we need, this is what both characters need. So I think it actually worked out. It's difficult as any technician to go in and not have everything that you need, but that doesn't mean that I don't think it hurt the episodes at all. I think the narrative is still there.
Dude, you said it, man. It gave us the exact stencil of what we needed. So it was perfect having your cuts to go, oh, great, what we need to fill in is here. And then watching your cuts going, where did she take it out so our characters go in so we could properly blah, blah, blah. But you're absolutely right. It was so perfect for us to go, great, this is all we need, that.
Yeah.
And it
So
was
that
nice to just slot those things in. There wasn't a lot of mixing around. I mean, you also cut our shopping day episode.
Yeah.
That was the one that was also missing a lot. And that also went through a lot of changes with just visuals coming in and out. But again, it was just great to have that standard episode that we had to work with and then just fill in the gaps.
Yeah, totally. I think like on a technical point of view, I think post and production need to speak more just in general. And like this whole new wave that's happening now with, employing more BIPOC creators. And I'm so grateful to you guys because you put someone who's not only, POC, but also female behind, in the editing room and in editing in Toronto, whether you're union or not, or even in Canada, there are not a lot of female editors and there are not a lot of POC editors. And especially as women, we're not taken seriously when it comes to being technically fluent. And to be in the editing room, you need to be technically fluent. You need to know the differences between, lots of technical jargon. And so I was really honored to be in the room because I learned more as an editor. And it was really nice to have not only like my colleagues, but my friends, like have faith in me that I could pull it off.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah, you nailed it. It's both episodes are paced so well, and it's really fun to watch them. And I think both episodes actually have that kind of pacing where they kind of, we set up the platform and they take their time, and then all of a sudden we just got to go and get to the jokes, and we got to get to, the different places. And you did such a great job with both episodes in doing that. Tell me what your typical setup looks like, because I know editors have like these cool keyboards with like all kinds of color coded stuff and like words and shorthand and stuff. So what does your setup at home look like?
It's very Minority Report. It's very
yeah, you got this stuff. Yeah,
very
nice.
No, basically, I as an editor, I work on a Mac. I'm in the Mac OS world, and I find most people in the arts do. So it's easy to talk to other editors and talk to other technicians if you're working in Mac. And I usually have, my ideal is 3 monitors, which feels a little like air traffic controller, like it's a bit much.
But still, I mean, for your needs, it's very useful.
It is very useful.
Spread everything out, yeah.
But it's funny, if ever people come to my studio or walk past my office, if whatever I'm cutting, and they see me with 3 screens, I could tell a part of them is like, calm down. Like,
yeah, a little much, okay? I use 1. Okay?
Yeah. They're like, I use my phone, okay? Like,
totally.
Usually, yeah, so it's like 3 monitors, a tablet, and so I don't use a mouse. I hate using mouse. I never use a mouse when I edit. I don't like it. It like hurts my wrist. I use a tablet, and then I'm with my left hand, I'm doing all the shortcuts, and I'm cutting with my right hand.
Oh, awesome. Yeah. Like one of those like Wacom tablets with the pen?
Yeah, exactly.
Dude,
exactly.
Totally.
And it like if you're going to be cutting, because it's really dangerous for editors, and I think any technician in film, or anyone who works in film, whether you're post or in production, it's like you can literally work 18-hour days because you're just in it.
Yeah.
And so I had to figure out ways that I wouldn't kill my body.
And hours get lost too when you're just looking at a screen, you're clicking and moving and this and that and
Oh yeah, like I remember Chris, like in the LaRue office, I would be cutting, and I think like you had stopped by like one evening, and then I thought it was like 3, and you're like, it's 8 p.m. and I'm like, oh.
What?
I'm like, oh, okay.
Wow.
Yeah, you had 7 monitors in front of you. And you're like, huh?
That's amazing. I had no idea that you could lose so many hours of the day in that thing, like just editing and having fun. I mean, that's a good problem to have, maybe. I don't know.
It is. But also, it's like when you're cutting comedy, and then especially, and when you're working with talented actors, I'm not saying that because we know each other, but I'm saying that because it's the truth. Like when I have like footage in front of me and the talent is so wonderful, there's so many ways that we can go. So it's like, okay, let's create version 1, which is these jokes. Let's create version 2, which are these jokes. And then let's review that the next day with the producers, see if that works. That's what we did for shopping day. especially, and for Becky's as well. Because in Shopping Day, there was, oh my God, Nigel, with you and Jonathan, those scenes were so brilliant. And like, I was like, just keep the whole thing. We don't even have to cut it. We don't. But it was like, I remember creating like 5 versions of it.
Oh, wow.
Just to different angles, different looks, take out some dialogue, put more in with dialogue. Like it's so funny. With comedy, you can just keep cutting because there's so much good material there.
That's crazy because that scene was the very last scene of the whole shoot, of the whole thing. Like that.
Wow.
And Jonathan and I, like, we just had to riff. We had to go so fast. I think we shot all of that in like, I mean, the setup took a couple minutes. Setup probably took about 15 minutes or something, but I think we shot everything in 15 minutes, like quick. So we were in and out of it was super fast. Like we just had to bang it out. Yeah, it was maybe 20 max. Like, I mean, we had to bang it out.
Okay, 20.
You know what? 45. Anyways, listen. But it was it was the last shoot of the whole thing, the whole series. So it was thank you for that. I didn't realize we had so much. It was great.
Yeah, it was great. It was great. Yeah.
Okay, Preeti, now I wanted to ask you this, since you're an editor and you're a comedian as well, but also taking your technical mind, your storytelling mind into your editing suite. But what are the movies that you nerd out because of their editing? Like, do you have favorite movie editors that you look at and you like watching their movies? Like, I like the way this person edits that, and I like the way she edits that, or I like the way he puts that together.
Yeah, I have. It's actually quite funny you mentioned that. I love watching Sally Menke's movies. She was the editor. She passed away, unfortunately, but she was Tarantino's editor. Tarantino
cool.
being whoever who he is now.
Sure.
But she edited at least 10 of his movies, and
Cool.
she is a brilliant editor. Like, and the thing that I loved about her dynamic with Tarantino was that, like, he would come up with a story. Like, I always call it Pixar and Microsoft Paint. So it's like a director or a writer has their Pixar version, and then you go to your DOP or your talent or your production crew, and they tell you the Microsoft Paint version of what you can do. And that's the dynamic they had, and I really enjoyed her as an editor, and I loved how she I love how she cut, because she didn't cut fast. She allowed things to breathe.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Spike Lee's movies, because he's very much in the edit room as well. He works very, very, very closely with his editors, and he almost writes for the edit.
Right.
I don't know if you guys saw on Twitter, but it was Do the Right Thing. Did you see the paper script that he had written
No.
for it? Yeah, so he actually wrote Do the Right Thing, the whole script, no final draft, all by hand on like 3 ring binder lined paper. And the way, if you read it, even with the stage directions and everything, it's basically a paper edit.
Huh, so
So
wild.
He very much has an editor's mind. So I really enjoy Sally Menke's work and watching Spike Lee films, because you're shooting for the edit, and I think that's so beneficial.
Yeah. We just watched Malcolm X again.
Oh, yeah.
And that is, you talk about long shots. There's a whole part at the beginning where it's like 15 minutes of dance, just dancing.
Yeah, it's incredible.
Gorgeous.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I mean, on that note, I want to give a shout out to Hype Williams' Belly movie. I don't know if you've seen Belly, but the
Belly
top end
from
of that.
1997.
The top of that though, right? The very beginning of that, when they're walking in the club, and you have Soul to Soul, but like this weird remix you've never heard before.
Yeah.
Back to life. It's amazing. Anyways, listen, Preeti, you're amazing. So once again, you did a hell of a job with our episodes and just being involved. So Chris and I can't thank you enough for everything that you've done.
Thank you for having me. Thank you.
Oh, you got it. And so what a pleasure it is to see you again, pal. I hope you're keeping well. And once this is all over, let's go chill somewhere.
Yeah, let's find an editing suite, man, and just like lose 8 hours. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
let's just get in there, yo.
I know.
15 to
Second
20
wave,
monitors and
third wave. Let's do it. Whatever wave. Let's just keep it going.
100%. All right. Well, great talking to you, Preeti. We'll check in soon.
Awesome. Nice to see you guys. Bye.
You too,
Take
buddy.
care.
Bye.
See you. Bye. Woo, man. Just it's so baffling, like all the different pieces that that make this whole pie. You know what I mean? Like, it's just like all the different ingredients, all the people that have done so many different things, and you never get a chance to really just sit down with them and just chop it up. And then so Preeti did a great job talking about editing. That's fantastic.
Yeah, especially man, that was one of my favorite points with this show. Everything we got to film and then going in after and sitting with Preeti and sitting with the other editors and watching this stuff come to life. I was like, oh, I'm so thankful. And I am so thankful for all the work that Preeti did. Thank you once again so much, Preeti. And thank you guys for once again for tuning in to our Bit Players Watch Party. My name is Chris Dinky.
My name is Nigel Dooner.
And we do this every Tuesdays and Thursdays at 4:20. Ain't that right?
Yeah, that is right. And you know what? If you just can't get enough, hey, you can add us at Bit Playas. You can check us out on all the socials like Twitter, IG, Twitch, Facebook, YouTube. We're all up in it at Bit Playas, all one word. And listen, watch more of the episodes. Why not? They're worth a rewatch, right? So go to CBC Gem, download them, or just watch them on the fly. All you American friends, we love you to death. Find the episodes. They're out there.
Bye, guys.
I'm out. On behalf of myself, Naju Downer, and Chris Siddiqui, and LaRue Entertainment, and the whole cast and crew that created Bit Playas, I'd be remiss if I didn't discuss or talk about Black Lives Matter. This is a huge movement that's happening right now that needs to happen right now to battle systemic racism. Police are killing Black men and Black women, and I think right now is the best time, the right time, to do your research, read books, watch documentaries, donate, help with charities, or even protest or march, whatever you need to do to help. Because Black lives matter.